Hey, BoobTube. So I had an interesting experience the other day, and what it was my best friend, one of my best buds. He invited me out to a sporting event, and I didn't necessarily want to go, but I also didn't necessarily want to tell him no. So I was kind of stuck in the middle point. Like, do I go to this? Do I spend money at this event, even though I don't necessarily want to go? But or do I just tell him no, just no. There's no other reason. I wasn't doing anything, but I simply just didn't necessarily want to go and make my plans around him. And I thought about this. Why do I feel like this? Why is this such a big thing in our society? I used to be so much worse. I would have to, if I didn't want to do something, I would have to make up a fake reason for not going out and, you know, make up some crazy event that I wasn't going to be at or wasn't even real, maybe. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. And I kind of wanted to just talk about this topic and, you know, analyze and understand why we care about our appearance so much. And it's so interesting because we care about our appearances so much now, especially with YouTube, with social media, with our phones and how people are looking into our daily lives. Because we're so bored. We're so bored as a society and all we have to care about now is how we look and how we appear to outsiders, And it's almost like we lose track of ourselves and our inner peace and our inner body. So I told my friend, no, thank you for the invite, but I'm okay. I'm not going to go. And when it came to me with my friend, I, we talked about going to the event and I asked how much it is, where is it going to be? What even is it? And finally, when he said the price, that was the thing I latched onto and used as my excuse. I'm saving money. I can't go. Sorry, man, but I just can't go. And I use that as an excuse, and when I could have just said, "No, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it, but just no. Leave it at that. Nothing more, nothing less." And he would have been okay with it. And if he wasn't okay with it, then that is not on me. That is on him. That is completely on exterior forces that you have no control over. You have nothing to do with. So if your family members respond in a way, or friends, or whoever it is, in a negative way, oh, you, why aren't you coming out? Like, what's going on? Why are you staying inside? Why are you, why are you being a? Then it's a matter of, maybe it's time to get new friends. Maybe it's time to associate with different people, or sit down and talk with them. Hey, man, it's just, I, it wasn't what I wanted to do. Sometimes you have to suck it up. Sometimes you have to go to that thing with your family members that you don't want to go to. But if it's something that you are able to say no to, and you have the free will to do it, and it's something that you don't have to go to, you're not obligated to go to, and it's a choice, then there should be no reason you are not able to just simply say no. And if someone has an issue with that, then that is completely on them. So now this all kind of ties back into the whole appearance idea. As a society, we care so much about how other people view us, and our self-worth is tied to how other people view us now, with social media and all those things. And the kind of conclusion I came to is we need to let go of all of that. You know, if that person changes their view on you for simply responding with no, thank you, then that's completely on them. And you know what? It doesn't affect you at all. You know, and it's something that we have to get better at, because we have our own lives. We're living our own lives. we have to do things for ourselves and not for the appearance of others, not for the sake of making other people happy, not for anything else other than making ourselves at peace and being fulfilled. And I think that starts at saying no, at being assertive when you truly don't want to do a thing. And you need to be honest with yourself. Is this something that I'm putting off? Is this something that I should be doing but I'm saying no to? That is not what I'm talking about, because that in itself is another issue that we all have. We don't have the motivation to do some things sometimes, but we have to. And I think the way that we can start living happier lives and being fulfilled is simply by starting to say no. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe.